C'est ça. Blue.
Permaculture design principle number 7 is design from patterns to details. And like a lot of these principles, they are overcoming or reversing tendencies that we have inherited culturally. And one of those in our culture is to look at the details first. Reductionist science often pulls things apart to try and understand the properties of living things by understanding their DNA, their molecular structure. And although there's an enormous amount to learn from that way of approaching the world, there's also the opposite, where we stand back from what we're looking at and see it in its larger context. Understanding the wind and the sun and the outside natural forces that affect that space long before we get into what do we place where. And similarly, in our lives, we can often think about what are the larger patterns of seasonal cycles, life cycles that are determining things. Doing something like a household audit to see where are things coming from, where do they go to, what are the larger patterns that are shaping what we do. We can also think of it in the way an artist might draw the human body. A child learning to draw might draw in great detail the fingers, the hand, and then the arm, and have all the details of the human body there, but it's sort of somehow a bit distorted. Whereas the experienced artist might draw some general lines and then fill in the details to the degree necessary. Similarly, in permaculture design, when we have the larger pattern, which we're convinced will work, we don't necessarily need to know all the details to get started on that journey. We can sometimes fill those in, recognising the patterns in nature, the patterns in life that will shape the details.